On this vote, the yeas are 215, the nays are 214, with one answering present. The bill is passed.
He looks happy.
He's a pretty happy speaker. I know that look. Despite the odds, Republicans unified around the president this week, passing the one big, beautiful bill in the House by just one vote.
The bill will go to the Senate next, where President Trump has already voiced his confidence in the party's unity. And, of course, he's working the phones, too.
I think we're a very unified party. The Senate's doing great. John Thune is doing fantastically. He's a great guy. And we're going to have a bill, the one big, beautiful bill. I think it's the biggest bill ever passed, and we got to get it done.
For more on this, let's welcome in President of Strellmark LLC, Hillary Fordwich, and CEO of Fonseca, Mark Caden, and also joining us is criminal defense attorney Jacqueline Goodman here in studio. Now, Hillary, this question starts with you. The bill sees trillions of dollars in tax cuts, provides billions to border protection. We're going to get rid of some waste, fraud, and abuse in the Medicaid system. How big is it that this bill made it through the House at this point?
Oh, it's absolutely huge, TW. Pleasure to be back with you. And one of the things that's vast and going to have huge impact is this being able to expense the capital goods. The investment that will take place when businesses can write off all of their investment costs, their construction costs, that is going to be something that will actually spur investment, because don't forget, we're trying to reshore all of these American companies. So when companies know they can also get a tax deduction for it, that will be immense. I think also what it's going to do is it's going to, obviously, we all know it's going to prevent the huge tax increases. But what it does is it gives businesses confidence. Being in the business world, I can say the worst thing in any arena for any business is uncertainty. Now we have certainty. That is a huge deal, TW.
Hillary, can you just say vast for me one more time? I just like hearing you say it. Can you do it one more time?
Vast.
There we go. I love it. I love
Vast and permanent. Hillary's making such a good point, because in the first Trump administration, he was only able to get the tax cuts passed for a certain number of years. Knowing that they're permanent makes a big difference to the business community. Mark, the GOP faces an uphill battle in the Senate, where they maintain only a 3-person majority. We already have seen Kentucky Senator Rand Paul give a hard no. What revisions do you think have to be made to finalize this bill?
Well, look, I think it's going to get done. I think it's really possible it could be done by Independence Day. Wouldn't that be great for the country to see this big, beautiful bill signed by the president on July 4th? And I think the House bill is one of the best tax bills I have ever seen. I've been doing this 25 years. We've been involved in a lot of tax debates. And it's not just, as Hillary pointed out, great for businesses and manufacturers with that deduction, but the small business impact is also huge. There's 5 million small businesses, and this makes that small business pass-through deduction permanent, and it actually makes it even bigger. So, you know, I think the Senate's going to have some opinions and they'll have some perspective. They may even have 1 or 2 no votes. But I am certain this deal will get done no earlier probably than July 4th, but no later than the end of July.
And the left keeps saying that this is tax cuts for the rich. Would you like to clarify who's getting the tax cuts?
Yeah, look, it's certainly not tax cuts for the rich. You think about small businesses, 25 million small businesses are the engine that drives the American economy.
And tax on tips.
This bill is targeted at.
Yeah, and tax on tips, that's certainly not for the rich. I got to get you in here, Jacqueline. What are your thoughts on the bill? What's the likelihood of it getting through the Senate, and what changes do you think will need to be made there?
You know, we have to look at why it is that some of the Republicans are not so excited about this bill. And the issue comes back to fiscal spending. You know, when it adds that much to the deficit, you take away $4 trillion in tax revenue, tax cuts, there's going to be a price to pay for that. And, you know, the pay-as-you-go provision is going to be part of this sort of, when we talk about uncertainty, there's a question about where is that other money going to come from? So when you take that much and you put it onto the deficit, other things are going to have to be pay-as-you-go scrutinized, and we don't yet know where that is. And so I agree. We don't want uncertainty in the budget. We don't want uncertainty in the economy. And so I think that is part and parcel of why you have even Republicans who have some trepidation over this bill.
No, that makes such a good point. So now, Hillary, I want to go back to you now. Well, actually, I think we're out of time. So Hillary Fordwich, Jackie, Mark, thank you so much. Sorry about that, guys. We'll get you back next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.